Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. So in this video it's going to be something really interesting, a topic that's really interesting to me and the way I kind of came up with it. So the other day I was thinking of what I should do for this podcast style video. And I was thinking of what I should do. I couldn't think of anything, so I just let it go. Then I was listening to a podcast. I think it was a Bedros Keuilian podcast. And he said there's three things that you need to do daily. You have to set three things to do daily to make sure that you're moving the needle in your business. So that made me think, three things. Well, everyone's going to be doing different things because businesses are different. Maybe they're different stages of their journey. But here are three things that I've implemented into my life to become more productive, more efficient, and actually be able to get the work done that I have to get done. So this is kind of like a prerequisite to the three things daily. So if you don't know what this channel is, I'm Jared. I am starting an AI automation agency, and I'm documenting my process and my journey through building it up. This type of video is my more podcast style video where I talk more about business and entrepreneurial mindset and that kind of stuff over specifically AI automation. And I've been in online business for about a year and a half now, maybe 2 years. So I've learned some stuff along the way, and I kind of want to document my process. Maybe you guys could learn something from this, but more importantly, it's for me in 5-10 years to look back and to see where I was at this stage in my life. So I think that's going to be really cool for future me. And if you guys could take something from it, that's an even added benefit. So yeah, if you're new in your entrepreneurial journey, you should definitely watch this. I'll be giving some great tips, some things that I learned along the way. So here are three things that have changed my life that I will continue implementing and hopefully try to refine and get better. Now, I'm 2 years in and I still fail at these sometimes. Sometimes I don't do these. Sometimes I forget. But the goal is to be consistent with this. But it's a process. No one's perfect, so just got to keep these in your head at all times. So, the first one, plan your day the night before. If you don't want to wake up and just not know what you're doing, have to decide on what tasks need to be done, just start scrolling through Instagram or watching TV, playing video games, kind of going about your day. Then maybe you go to the gym, come back, eat. Next thing you know, it's later in the day. Your focus is all messed up. You haven't gotten anything productive done in your business, and it's a waste of a day. If you don't want that to happen to you, plan your day the night before. So it's so much easier to wake up and to know what needs to get done, when it needs to get done, and not have to decide that day. Not sit at your desk and then start thinking to yourself, what should I do? There's probably some stuff I need to do. I'm not sure exactly what it is because I can't think of it right now. But I'm sure there's something I need to do. And then you just start thinking and then you get distracted. And it's an endless negative spiral downward. Don't let that happen. If you sit down, take 10 minutes the night before you go to sleep, and think, what do I need to get done? You write it down. You use Notion. Notion is a great tool. Make a to-do list on Notion. Set deadlines. Anytime you think of something you need to do, go back to that to-do list, add it, set a deadline. So the night before, you look at your to-do list. You should have already a ton of stuff. And you think, these are the three most important things, the most urgent things, and the most important that I need to get done tomorrow. Boom, you got your three things. Now, go to Google Calendar. Set out specific amount of time. So, for example, today, one of the things I had to do was record this video. Record like 2-3 videos. So, last night, Went to Google Calendar. I blocked off an hour and a half of time where I can record videos. I already had the videos all planned out. That was one of my things for yesterday that I had to do. So today, all I had to do was just click camera, record. Sorry. So create your to-do list throughout the week. Anytime you think of something that needs to be done, just add it to the to-do list. Add deadlines. Then go to the to-do list. See what deadline is for tomorrow. Put those 3 things into your Google Calendar. Set out your specific time to get them done. And then there's no guessing. You wake up in the morning, brush your teeth, wash your face, and look at your calendar and say, all right, in 5 minutes, this task starts. Boom. No indecisiveness, no scrolling, no wasting time in the morning. It's the most important time of the day. You're at your sharpest. So, boom. First thing, plan your day the night before. Huge. Number 2. This comes directly from the podcast. Complete 3 things daily that move the needle in your business. So I have one of them will probably be outreach. If you have your automation agency, you need to find clients. That's going to be one of them. Outreach. Now, the 2 are subject to change. One could be content. One could be learning how to build a certain automation. One could be doing a sales call. One could be service delivery, consulting call with your developers, your team. It's going to change, but one of them is always going to be outreach. One of them could be, changing your outreach method, So 2 of them are usually going to be more fluid. One of them should always be outreach. Every single day you want to outreach. You want to reach out to new prospects and clients, do your follow-ups, make sure you get the volume in so you could actually get clients and actually build a business and start making money. That's the whole point. So, number 1, plan your day the night before. Number 2, have 3 things you have to complete every day. Now, they're needle-moving things, so don't put the gym in there. The gym is another one that should be completed every day or at least 4 or 5 times a week. Don't put reading. You should read. It helps with your mind. It helps you learn. You become smarter. But it's 3 business things that relate directly to your AI automation agency, or if you have a different business, relates to that business. So, yeah. Number 1, plan your day the night before. Number 2, have 3 things to complete daily. And number 3, which is one I actually struggle with a lot of times, but it is actually very important, and I think doing it really, it might be one of the biggest things that changes your life in terms of this, because the advantage it gives you over other people, over your competition, and all of that is huge, and I can't even explain how much. And if you haven't tried it before, you should. So number 3, wake up earlier. Now, it's hard. It is difficult to wake up at 5 a.m., but don't just shoot to 5 a.m. So if you normally wake up at 9, wake up at 8:45 or 8:30. And then slowly, every week, go back 30 minutes or 15 minutes, and that's how you're going to get there. Go to sleep earlier, too. Make sure you get 7-8 hours or 6. Get enough sleep where you could function, but just try to move the scale back, because you're not going to be as productive at night. At night, you're not as productive as you are in the morning. So you want to eliminate that unproductivity and increase the amount of time you have to be productive. So I have some tips to make it easier. But before I get into that, the reason why waking up early, 1, because you're more productive, like you said, like I just said. But another reason why it's so important is because there's no distractions, which I think is like a cheat code. Like, you could wake up at 5 a.m., start working at 5:30 or 6, and by like 10 or 11, you already got 5 hours of deep productive work. That's like a whole work day. It's almost a whole workday before breakfast. So it's like a cheat code in terms of like time like does not exist. It's crazy. Anyway, so here are my tips. One is to use positive affirmations. Tell yourself that you're very disciplined. Tell yourself you're hardworking. Tell yourself that you're not lazy and you don't value sleep more than your future. Some people probably do value sleep more than their future. That's fine. But if you're trying to build a business, you shouldn't. So wake up, have that stuff maybe on your wall or right by your alarm. So when you go to shut off your alarm, you see it and then you're like, all right, it's true. I'm not lazy. I am very hardworking and I am very disciplined. And if I told myself I'm going to get up at 5 a.m., I'm going to do it. So that's one tip. Obviously, put your alarm maybe on your dresser or somewhere that's not near your bed, so you have to get out of bed to shut it off. Put it in a different room as long as the room's not too far. So I have my bedroom and my office are right next to each other. So I put my phone on my desk in my office and then have the door open. So I wake up, it's in that other room. I got to get up, got to walk to this room, see my computer, see my notebook, see some pieces of paper that tell me what I need to get done. And I'm like, all right, well, might as well just do it. Have a list of the things you need to get done, like I just said. Have that list right there next to your phone or next to your alarm. So you wake up, you see, I am disciplined, I am hardworking. This is what I need to get done today. At 7 a.m., I need to do this. So it's like, all right, well, I don't have time to go back to sleep. So it's either I sleep 15, 20 minutes more or I get this work done that I had to get done. So that's a big one. Just hold yourself to a higher standard, just in general. Just if you tell yourself something, don't become a liar to yourself and don't accept that you're just lazy or that you're sleepy or that you're tired. Just don't accept it. And gradually get up earlier and earlier. I said that one before, but that's a great way to not even realize that you're waking up early because it's like 15 minutes. You're not going to miss 15 minutes of sleep. It's just 15 minutes. So, this is my morning routine. This is a good one that I think is helpful in waking up early. So I wake up, I put on a podcast, one that's like educational and actually motivational and, that whole, tells you you're disciplined, tells you that you need to get to work and stuff like that, tells you to not be lazy. So Ed Milet is a good one. Bedros Keuilian, which I love that podcast. He's great. He'll really talk to you in a way that has some conviction, and you'll be like, wow, yeah, no, I can't go back to sleep. So wake up. I shut off the alarm, put on a podcast. Boom. Pick one, random one. Then I start intaking some positive stuff that he talks positively. You start intaking some positive, a podcast, positive voices in your head. So then you want to stretch your back, your neck, your shoulders. Do some neck rolls, do some shoulder stretches. You'll hear them cracking like crazy when you're doing this in the morning. Your back, it's all going to be cracking. Do some quick 5 minutes. Do some stretches. That'll really wake you up. Wash your face. Get all the little stuff out of your eyes. That's what really keeps you tired. It's like glue. It like keeps your eyes glued together so you can sleep. So get that out of there. Once you get that out of there and wash your face with cold water or warm water and cold water, you'll start feeling a lot better. You're stretched out. Your face is all clean. You got nothing in your eyes, no weird things in your eyes. Then chug a couple cups of water. 1, 2, 3 cups of water. You'll be hydrated. You'll be ready to go. And then I read because I think it's a good way to start the day. It's relaxing, and it kind of gets you ramped up. It gets your mind thinking. You're inputting positive, good ideas into your mind. So it helps in that way that if you're sleepy, if your mind is still asleep, your mind creative juices start getting flowing. And then I sit down and get to work. I'll look at my calendar. What do I got at this time? The 3 things I need to do. And boom, just get straight to work. And by that time, usually you're good. In like 15 minutes, by the time you're like read a page, you're usually awake and you're ready to go. You're more motivated. You have the podcast on it. I don't listen to the full podcast, by the way. I would listen to it while I stretch, drink my water, wash my face, and then when I'm getting ready to read, I'll shut it off, start reading. So it's just positivity, just work ethic, just discipline, accountability just being poured into you first thing in the morning. And that is pretty much what I have there. So the 3 things, we could do a recap. 1, plan your day the night before. Plan your day, know the things that you got to get done, when you got to get them done, what time you're going to be waking up, what time you're going to be eating breakfast, what time you're going to be going to the gym, what time you're going to do each task, how long you're going to be doing each task for. Plan it all. Number 2, have 3 things that move the needle in your business to do daily. Every day, have 3 things that are actually moving the needle in your business, that are helping you get to where you want to be. And number 3, wake up early. You see how they're all kind of connected? You plan your day the night before. You say, I'm going to wake up at 6 a.m. I'm going to do these 3 things. And I'm going to have them all scheduled out. They're all connected, but that's how you start. That's how you actually move the needle. And then after you do those 3 things, it'll be like 10, 11, 12 o'clock. You have the whole day ahead of you to do some other work, to learn, to work out, to go hiking or something, whatever you want to do. Keep working, maybe have more calls, maybe whatever you got to do. Maybe going out to dinner later. I don't know. But you get those 3 things done, that's already a win of a day. And then everything else, you just push extra. It's already 100%. Everything else is extra points. So I hope you guys got some value out of this. Implement some of these stuff. Let me know in the comments what you think about these 3 things. If there's anything that you think could have also been added that is some life-changing habits. So yeah, appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you on the next video.